friends, it's Minerva. We are back with episode 6 of the Mysterious Ripley House. As you can see, over the weekend I fell back in time and now everything around me is black and white. I thought that this would be way fun and way scary and spooky to have it in black and white. And as you guys can see, there is now an intro. I made that this weekend. I'm very proud of it. And I also made a new intro video that you can share with your friends more easily. That's linked below if you guys want to check it out. It's pretty fun. So go ahead and check that out in addition to all of the other fun stuff that is in the bottom of this video for you today. But happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing really well. Hang in there. And of course, without further ado, let's find out what happens to start off this week worth of exploration in the Mysterious Ripley House. Here we go. Episode 6. The 4 children stared at the puzzle, and they wondered what word would unlock the door. "I've got it," Bianca cried suddenly. "You do?" Tim said. "I do," Bianca said. "All you have to do is unscramble the letters. It says, 'Make no error, enter octopus.'" "Octopus," Raphael said. "That's creepy. Is there like an evil octopus who lives in the basement or something?" "Yikes," Tim said. "Hopefully," Audrey said, "there's a vampire who lives in the basement, and he can tell us more about the key, remember?" "Here we go," Bianca said. Audrey entered Octopus very carefully into the basement door. With a creak, the door swung on its hinges to reveal the basement. "Smells like seaweed," Bianca said. Bianca was all right with a creepy basement that smelled like seaweed. Bianca wanted something mysterious and scary to happen. She was 7, and she had an older sister who was 11. Bianca was tired of being the baby, and she wanted to prove that she could be brave. In Bianca's experience, no one took you seriously when you were 7 years old. If she had an opinion, everyone said, "Isn't that cute?" They acted like her emotions weren't real emotions, and her thoughts weren't real thoughts just because she was a kid. Bianca knew that she was smart and brave. And she was so glad she was on an adventure where no one told her, "That's nice, dear, now go away." Bianca had a vampire to find. The 4 children held their candles up, and they stepped into the dark basement. It wasn't an ordinary basement. Roots came down through the ceiling, and in the distance, Bianca thought she heard a sound like a cackling laugh. Suddenly, small round lights in the walls lit up, just for a second each. The lights scattered and danced down the hall, and then went out. Then, with another cackling laugh, the lights scattered and danced and went out again. "That's creepy," Tim said. The children continued walking. The basement hallway split then into 2 sections. One went right, the other left. They had to decide which way to turn. "How are we going to get back out again?" Raphael said. "It would be pretty terrible if we got stuck in the basement and never found our way out," Bianca said. "Let's leave ourselves a trail," Audrey said, "something on the ground so we remember which turn we came from." Bianca dug around in her pockets. "Here, I have things," she said. Bianca pulled a bunch of stuff from her pockets. What was the stuff? Well, we'll find out later. "Perfect," Audrey said. "We can leave that stuff like a trail behind us so we can find our way back." So they did. They kept exploring, and the basement kept being spooky and strange. Finally, they found a room and stuck their heads in. "Hey guys," Raphael said, "there's a coffin in here." "Eep," Bianca said. "No, that's good," Raphael said. "Vampires sleep in coffins. We found his bed." The room was lit with green candlelight, and it smelled like mint. The 4 children crept inside. "Hey, look, Raphael said. "Look!" He bounded around the coffin. "The vampire's in here! He's taking a nap!" It was true. A vampire, with green skin and pointy teeth, and a high black collar and a top hat, was snoring peacefully inside the coffin. "Let's wake him up," Bianca said. "Oh, Mr. Vampire!" But the vampire wouldn't wake up. Suddenly, Tim gasped and pointed to a sign on the wall. "Oh no," Tim said. The sign said, "If you wish to wake the vampire, ring the bell. Asterisk. If you ring the bell, you will also summon the bulbous bone troll, who does not like children." All right, friends, that is the end of episode 6, and now you have a couple of decisions to make. Should the children ring the bell, waking the vampire but also summoning the troll? Or should they do something else? And in the survey today, you'll see that you guys have an option to come up with a different idea. You guys can come up with something all from scratch and write it in. And if someone comes up with an idea that's going to work better than ringing the bell, we can do that. Or if you guys want to just ring the bell and summon the troll, we can do that too. And then you guys also are going to decide what the stuff that was in Bianca's pocket was. And that's going to determine what happens next, is based on what you guys pick as their trail. So we'll see. Because some fun, interesting stuff is going to happen depending on what you pick. So you guys can figure out what would be the most interesting or what you think makes the most sense. That is it for today. You guys get to vote. Always tell a friend. Keep bringing new people into the podcast. Or, well, I guess this isn't a podcast. I run a podcast that's for grown-ups. You can talk to your parents about that, depending on how old you are. So bring new people in, vote, and I think your mission for the day is to design a house of your own. So you can get out some paper and some drawing pencils, and it can be a quick little house, just something fun. It can be a big elaborate project, like designing a big spooky house like the Mysterious Ripley house and all the different rooms and weird things that might be in it. Or you can design a really practical house, like if someone runs a dog rescue from their home, you design them a house for all the things that would need to go in there. So that is it for today, friends. Please stay bold and please stay empathetic, and I will see you guys tomorrow.